Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's Druuill. I'm back at you again with another video. Shout out to the Galactic family. I need everybody to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Let's get busy. Look, they come into your life to help with secret plans and hidden agendas to force you into unhappiness and anger. Let's discuss this. People will come into your life with hidden agendas, right? And it's sad because you don't expect it, right? You think because you have a kind, pure heart that everybody is just like you, and they're not. You would help somebody. You may like somebody, right? Say you like somebody. You like some girl or you like some dude if you're a female, and then you see that they need some help and you help them. Oh, you need a little something? Cool, I got you. If you're in 2023 and you helping somebody and you're not expecting anything in return, you are a very rare person, all right? Like, you're not supposed to help somebody and expect something in return. That's devilish, all right? That's demonic. You don't help somebody and then expect something in return, okay? So the fact that somebody will come into your life with a hidden plan and a hidden agenda behind some help, that's creepy. Like, why would they help you in the first place? The person should be upfront, but the fact that they're not upfront, they're putting on a front to get what they want. All right, and that's not cool. People who play mind games, people who try to use other people, that's not right. All right, some people will come into your life and try to get you to do what they want in the form of helping you. It's like they start out helping you and it's all good, but then after a while, it's like they start to try to control you and get what they want out of you. But you don't you before you came across people like that, you might not have been aware that that side of people existed. You may have been aware of it, but you might not have been aware that it could happen to you. It can. All right, that stuff can happen to anybody. But it's just that I understand you have a pure heart and you have a good spirit. So when you go to help people, you've helped people. You've helped somebody out. You've done something for somebody, right? Even if you like the person, if you help them, you're not going to expect something in return from them. I'm not sure who does that, but that's not in me to do that. I'm not going to help you and expect something in return. If I need something done that bad, I'll wait or I'll go get it done myself. Let me help him because I know he got this, and then he if what I'm doing, right, if what I'm doing isn't good enough for us to work together or do a partnership, then I'm gonna just go someplace else. I'm not going to keep trying to force myself into your life to try to make you do what I want you to do. A person forced against their will is of the same opinion still. You cannot force people to do what they don't want to do. You can't force people to do what they don't want to do. And if you tried and people, there's a lot of people who need help. Unfortunately, it's sick, but there are some people out there that need help because you can't try to help somebody and then force them to do what you want them to do. The person is going to take the help and leave. The person is going to be like, wait a minute, that's not of God, but this help is of God. So I appreciate the help, but you can't force me to do anything. That's demonic. All right. So you can't help people with strings attached. That's evil. That's not right. If you have something that you want somebody to do, put it on the front, put it on Front Street, put it on the table. Hey, I'm looking for this. I am willing to help you, but this is what I'm looking for. Then that person has a decision to make. Then that is messed up. If somebody lies to you and then says, oh, I'm going to be this and I'm going to do this. So that way I could get this from her or get this from him. That's not right. But if somebody is offering you help and it's out the kindness of their heart, that's different. All right, that's way different. I help people, and I'm pretty sure anybody that's watching this video has helped people out the kindness of their heart. Even if I don't even think I ever helped anybody that I thought looked good before, unless it was like something at work or something at a job, to where I might have thought the person was cute, and then I'm like a fool going around doing all this work thinking it's gonna make the person like me. Then I realize, I'm like, wait a minute, what am I doing? You know, back in the days where I wasn't thinking too clearly when it came to male female relations, but it's like you realize, it's like, okay, no matter what I do, I can't make somebody like me. Someone has to like me just because they like me for me. You can't make somebody like you. Somebody has to like you for you. You can't force yourself on the people. I can't force myself on to the people that I'm attracted to. Nobody could force themselves on the people that they're attracted to. All right. But when people come into your life with hidden plans and secret agendas to force you into unhappiness and anger, you'll be able to tell. All right. Somebody may come into your life and you think that they're helping you out the kindness of out their heart, because that's the type of person you are. When you help a person, you don't expect anything back in return. You just want to see a smile on their face, and then that's it. As soon as you give them whatever you give them, you're gone. You're not expecting anything in return except from the Most High. That's the only thing I look for, is just to be blessed by the universe and by God when I help somebody. That's it. I'm not helping you to try to trap you. I'm not helping you to enslave you. I'm not helping you to force you to be something that you never wanted to be. Imagine telling somebody like, yo, I don't want a relationship. I don't want this. I don't want that. You know, you're upfront and honest, and they just keep trying to force you into doing things that you don't want to do. And then, I mean, that's not right. As long as you're upfront and as long as you're honest to a person, then it's wrong for people to try to force you into doing something. Because I mean, it's not when you try to force somebody into doing something, it's against their will. It's like you basically think you got a slave, like the slave master. Like, oh, you want to leave the plantation? I'm giving you a place to sleep. I'm giving you breakfast. I'm giving you a place to work. You can feed your family. Um, why ignore the abuse? Like, and that's a form of abuse. People, like, when people are trying to force themselves on you and contact you every day, love bomb you. You could tell when you're being love bombed, and if not, you'll be able to tell sooner or later, because people will come into your life with all these gifts. They'll come into your life acting like they're this good person, and they're mirroring you, and they're not being real. You could tell when a person is being fake and they're not being honest. Somebody just saying whatever just to try to get into your life, and you could tell that they're putting on an act, because their actions are showing that. They even slip up and they tell on themselves. So you can't deal with everybody. All right, everybody is not worthy of your energy. Some people you're gonna have to let go, because some people just don't understand that, where their place is in your life. And I know that there are people that try to come into your life, and they may, like, you might find out that they liked you, or you may find out that they wanted you to be the one. But if you're not interested in someone, you can't force yourself to be interested in them. And if somebody is trying to coerce you or trying to finesse you into into being something to them, that's not good. That's a setup for a failure. So I know anybody watching this video is not going to let anybody force them into anything that they don't want to do. You have to set boundaries, because people will try to force themselves into your life just because, like, some people will start off helping you, and then what they'll do is they'll use that help as a form to control you. And because you're in a time of need, or because but say you're dealing with, you have some narcissist that you're dealing with and you need help, there will, like, or say anything happens that you need help, there are people who come into your life, try to act like an angel, but then sooner or later their horns pop up, because they were only trying to capitalize off your time of need. So there will be people you have to watch out for, because unfortunately all help is not good help. And just because somebody comes to you with a nice, sweet, soft voice doesn't mean that person means for your best interest, especially if they're trying to stress you out, They don't care about your mental health. They don't care about your personal space. Blowing your phone up constantly hitting you up all day, every day. You try to be like, yo, can I get some space? Yo, can I have a break? And these people don't understand. It's not that they don't understand, it's that they don't care. They don't care about your peace of mind. They don't care about your space. They don't care about your health. They don't care about you. All they want is what they want, and they're going to control you, and they're going to get what they want from you. People who act like this are narcissists, okay? It's covert. They try to hide it, but they're narcissists. And the fact that somebody thinks you're supposed to put more time and energy into them than themselves, that's abuse. When somebody constantly hits you up, that's abuse. When they say, I'm just checking on you, that's a lie. Okay, no, nobody needs to check on somebody 20 times a day. Nobody needs to constantly check on somebody every day of the week. All right, when you tell a person, and especially when people already know the boundaries you set and the type of person you are. When people walk all over your boundaries and they don't care about the type of person you are, you shouldn't have people like that in your life. Even if the person is trying to help you, you're not going to be able to have that person in your life for long, because that person is going to be stressing you out. That help is going to be stressing you out, and is gonna tear you down mentally, especially when the person knows that you have things that you want to do with your life. And it's like it feels like the person has been sent to try to stop you. It's like you were had your routine, and it's like you give these people an inch, they take a mile, because they don't respect you. So why have somebody in your life, even if they're helping you, if the person doesn't respect you, that help doesn't mean anything. And sooner or later, it's gonna get smaller and smaller and smaller until they have you at your beck and call, and they think they can control you. But little do they know that your help comes from God, even though it comes from them. So even if they want to try to play you with the help, guess what? My help comes from God, even if it comes through you. That's why it's always good to know that. Ever since I found that, even when people help you, it comes through the Most High. I took that and I ran with it, because all my blessings come, all the good that I desire comes through my very own mind. All the good that I desire comes through my very own mind. If something good happens to me, it's because I thought of it. God blessed me with it, even if it comes from you. So you cannot be so caught up in the individual and people. People will throw tantrums. People will lie. People will try to make you feel guilty, all because they're trying to get what they want. People's supply run out, and then they get desperate. They start to fake injuries. They start to tell you that there's a problem here, there's a problem there. Somebody's dying. Somebody is something wrong with someone. And even if this is true, the way that they treated you before would make you think that this is false, because they were so fake about everything else. Yes, they may have helped you, but they weren't real. You can't help somebody just to try to force them to, oh, I'm going to help you, and then later along down the line, I'm going to try to make you do something. No, that's demonic. You can't do that to people. And then those people will want to blame you. I did this for you. I did that for you. It's still abusive. People will people yo I, they will help you. And see, narcissists get mad when you cut them off in the love bombing stage, because it's like, oh, okay, you peeped at the person's fake. You help somebody and you gave them some stuff, but why would you, if somebody is fake and not real, why would you keep that person in your life? All right, another narcissist will drain that person out and be like, okay, they're gonna keep, you just keep giving me stuff. I don't care what you say, how you treat me. I really don't care. I don't care about myself anyway. Just get, no, 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 no. Not the kid that did. Not this guy. You're not going to tear me down. You're not going to drain my energy. You're not going to make me feel like crap. You're not going to force me into a position that I don't want to be in. You're not going to make me do anything I don't want to do. You're not going to control my life. You're not going to control what I do. You're not going to control how my life goes. You're not going to control anything. But these narcissists, they don't understand that. They look at you as property. They help you. They do things for you. It's because they see you as property. They will listen to everything that you don't want done, and they will slowly but surely do what you don't like, to slowly see how far they could push the envelope, because they don't respect you. Okay, boom, I disrespected them. Boom, I disrespected them. Boom. They're going to keep going to see how far they could go, until the point where they just full blown disrespect you. And now that's the dynamic of the damn relationship, or whatever y'all had going on. Just because you're helping somebody doesn't mean that person is going to be with you. Just because doesn't mean that person is going to want to love you. Help is help, all right? It comes from God. You're supposed to help people out the kindness of your heart, not because you want to take their heart and control their mind and make them yours. You're supposed to help people out the kindness of your heart, not to try to control, manipulate because they're in a time of need. That is devilish and that is demonic. It's dark, it's twisted, and it's low. It's lowest of the low. You can't, like, God that will, like, you thought, like, people are supposed to help people because God is going to bless you. That's why you help somebody. You don't help somebody because you want something from them. That's evil. Why not just be honest and upfront? Especially when the person is telling you that they want to be single. They don't want no girlfriend. They need all their time to themselves. You can't make somebody feel bad because they were totally honest with you and they told you what they wanted and how their life was going to go. You thought because you could help somebody, you could come into their life and control them and help them. No, it don't work like that. They're going to want to try to control you because they got something that they know you need, or they have something that they know that you want. All right, they're going to try to control you because of that. And that's demonic. That's evil and it's twisted. When somebody needs help, you should not look at them as a victim to where it's like, okay, I got another one. People prey on people who need help. It's like BG getting out of jail. Birdman preying on him, rubbing his hands together. You got to put the album out, playboy. Giving them gifts and stuff like that. Love bombing. The man just got out of jail, bro. And he needs somebody, and I guarantee the person he need ain't Birdman. Because Birdman abused him further down the line of his life. And it's like, whether it might have been physical or mental or whatever. I deal with mental abuse. God bless him, But it's like, bro, well, he don't want no gifts from you. And BG's like, he like when a person is moving like this, is like in their mind they're fighting something. They're trying to decide. And when you look at that video, BG is like, look like he really don't even want to be a part of that. But he ain't got no choice. He's broke. I'm not gonna say he's broke, but he may need some help. But there are evil, sick people. I'm not trying to go too hard on these people, because some of them may just need a wake-up call. All right, some of them still may be a good person. They may not be aware of what they're doing. But when somebody tells you that that's not what they want, you can't force that on them. Yo, I don't want to be in a relationship. I'm single. I appreciate you helping me, but I don't want a man. I don't want to be nobody's man. I don't want a girl right now. All right, I don't want to be anything other than myself. I'm by myself right now. I just need help. You can't force nobody to be your person. You can't force nobody into your life. I helped you, now you gotta date me. It don't work like that. I helped you, now you gotta be mine. It don't work like that. That's not how life works. That's how slavery works. I captured you. You're mine. Like, narcissists think they slave masters. And when you feel like, when something feels like slavery, or when something feels like it's weird, or it's like, wait a minute, didn't I tell you I didn't like that? And you persist to do that, they don't care about your boundaries. They don't care about you. They see you as a challenge. Narcissists see this as a challenge. They want to control you, and they want to put you on their belt and be like, I got another one. That's it. And then they'll cry, they'll put on a show, they'll get upset. It's all because you took the supply away. You can't tell me that somebody that don't care about your well-being, about your future, like you want to be something, but because they're helping you, you should just stop, drop, and roll your dreams. I'm here in your life. What type of wild stuff is that? And it's like that's not mentally healthy. That's not mentally healthy. You cannot try to force something on somebody. You can't do that to somebody. You can't force what you want on somebody. I can't force what I want on people. That's why I just chill and I let people do them. I know that. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna do me, and then whenever I attract something, I will, or whenever somebody wants, if I need help, God forbid, hopefully I won't need help, but if I'm in a time of need, I shouldn't be getting controlled by people. You shouldn't be trying to 52 fake me out. I'm gonna help you, but later on down the line, I'm gonna make you do something. Luckily, I have the spirit of discernment. I'm gonna cut that off, because that's not right. And as much as you might help a person, as much as you might, I helped you, I did this for you, I did that. You can't control people and make people do what you want them to do. That's not right. That is not right. That's wrong, and it's demonic. Just because you help somebody, you think somebody's supposed to do what you want. That's not the way the world works. You're supposed to do things for people out the kindness of your heart. Every time I ever help somebody, it's out the kindness of my heart. I never expected anything back in return. I can't even think about that. Like like helping somebody and thinking I'm gonna get something back in return. Last time, maybe when I was like a kid and I was doing some work for my grandparents or my parents. Like that's the only time when I help somebody, I think I'm gonna get something in return. You want that allowance? Okay, I need an allowance. What were you like, Doug? Like that song off Doug, allowance. Like yo, you need allowance, so you work for your mom and dad, and you do something, and they give you, they pay you for it. All right, like I don't understand what some people think is gonna happen out here just because you want something to happen the way you want it to happen doesn't mean that's the way it's gonna happen. And not to be mean or not to be rude, because anybody that's ever helped me, God bless you. You know I have love for you, and you know the type of person that I am. But when you try to box somebody in a corner, and so that person is literally like crying out to help, hey, this is the way we can. This is how our a relationship or friendship. This is how it's gonna work between me and you. When you break that down and you tell the person how you feel, and you're upfront and honest, that person has a choice. When you gave a person an ultimatum to where they could either go or stay, because you're never going to feel any other way. If they chose to stay, that's their choice. That person chose to keep helping you, that's their choice. But unfortunately, people keep helping you because in their mind, they think they're going to be able to force you into doing what they want you to do. But things don't work like that. All right, that's a trauma bond. Like when somebody says they're not going to do something and then they start doing it, that's that is a trauma bond. When somebody stresses you out and you just come to the point now where you're not as angry as you were at first, but it's still the same person and you still dealing with that person, and the stress is starting to subside, that's a trauma bond. Don't oh well, I was angry but I'm not as angry anymore. No, bro. How did you feel about that in the beginning? In the beginning, how did you feel about that? It was stressing you out. It was wearing you down. You tried to explain to this person, yo, you're stressing me out. Yo, it's bothering me. I'm just checking on you. That's abuse. Don't nobody need to be checked on every single day, every single minute, every single hour. You're driving the person crazy. And then if the person says, hey, you're driving me crazy, I can't think straight. I can't even use my mind to create and do what I do on the everyday basis. Because of you and because of quote unquote all this love and help you're trying to force into my life, because I need some help right now and I'm in a time of need, which isn't right. I can't even think straight. So it's like you're putting a person in a position to where they're not going to want to deal with you at all. They're going to see you coming, they're going to go running, because you can't force yourself on the people, man. I used to force myself on them young girls. Hi, how are you? Get away from me. Like, yo, I was like, I didn't understand it. I'm like, damn, I just asked you for the 100th time, will you braid my hair? Little Mario's out, Bow Wow's out. You look good. I just want some braids, baby. It's church camp. Show me some love. Man, they had like, yo, they made sure. They was like, they put her on, I don't know what they did, but yo, they was like, yo, you gotta stay away from this girl, young boy. What you doing? And like, yo, I'll be honest. Everybody got a little bit of that in them. But once I realized, I'm like, you know what? That wasn't right. I can't do that. And I felt weird. I felt awkward, and I didn't like how I felt. I felt cringy. I'm like, oh man, this don't feel good. I'm like, I don't like this. But hey, I had to deal. You reap what you sow. I had to deal with my consequences, even as an 11-year-old testosterone jumping young lad. All right, I saw, yo, she was like what, 16, 17, man. I always appreciated what I appreciated, and yo, she was it for me, but I wasn't it for her. All right, no matter how, yo, will you braid my hair? Will you braid? No, leave me alone. I had to take all that. Made me who I am today. You feel me? Yeah, they made me who I am today. All right, and it's all good. It taught me something. It taught me that I can't force myself on people. It's not right. It's not right. Yo, if you know what I just did, you a real one. Only a few people gonna know what I just. Only a few people gonna know what that's from. If you know what I just did, you know what that's from. Put it in the comment section. Hit me in the email. We gotta chat it up. All right. Look, You can't make people do what you want them to do, man. It's not right. It's not healthy for human relations. It's not mentally healthy. If you're trying to force somebody, another life, into doing something and you think that's okay, you got to check yourself and you got to ask yourself, would I want somebody doing this to me? But narcissists, they don't care. They don't have feelings. They do not have feelings. They don't care. They'll act like they have feelings. That's why they're so dramatic and put on a show and we do the crying and all the anger and somebody need help and this happened and that happened. Is all to try to guilt trip you because they know you're a good person. That's why they chose you for that. That's why they didn't even choose you. They preyed on your ass. That's why they preyed on you. And then they said, start rubbing their hands together like Birdman. I got one. And you got to ask yourself, it's like, why ain't nobody else in this person's life? Look at how they act. That's why nobody else is in their life right now, because they don't have control over how they treat people. And narcissists don't care how they treat people. They treat people like property. And if you're somebody's property, go ahead, go be somebody's property. But I don't want to be nobody's property. All right, we already got to clock in and clock out. If you have a job, you already got all these other things that you're trying to get out of the matrix for and get out your life. Why would you open the door to something in your life that will control you? Don't nobody want nobody to control them. And then they'll gaslight you and they'll be like, you think somebody's trying to control you? It's because you are. You are trying to control me. You're just not being real about it because you only care about what you want. That's like a child. The person only cares about what they want and they don't give a damn about what you want. That's a lopsided relationship. No matter if the person is helping you or not, you have to consider and think, why is this person helping me like that? Why is this like, ask yourself, if somebody is helping you and it seems like it's too much help, it might be something behind it. So be careful, be careful with who you allow to help you. If the person, talk to the person, find out, see if they're narcissistic in nature. If they are, don't take nothing from them. If a narcissist offer to help you, don't take nothing from them. And if you're in a position to where you have to, and you realize, you're like, okay, might be a little blessing from God, I'll just take it and keep it moving. Take it and keep it moving. People can't force you to do anything you don't want to do. And any good that comes to you, it comes to you through the power of your very own mind. So it doesn't matter if they gave it to you or not. All the good that you desire comes to you through the power of your very own mind. That is a divine law of the subconscious mind. All good comes to you through the power of your very own mind. All the good that you desire, it comes to God. It comes from God, even from other people. All right, that bonus you got at that job, that was God. All right, it may came from them, but God, that was God. Any blessings that you get from random people, it may come from a random person, but that was God. All good comes to the Father. All good comes from the Father unto me. All good comes from the Father unto me. All right, through the power of your very own mind. So don't allow people to put on the waterworks. Don't allow people to complain. Don't allow people to get upset. Don't allow people's frustration, anger. Don't allow people's crying games. They are trying to guilt trip you because they know you're a good person, and that's why they sought you out like prey in the first place. They said, this is a person that I can manipulate and control and get to do what I want. But they're upset because they found out later along the line that they can't control you. That's why the help got small. They started helping you. It started helping you out the kindness of their heart. They started to see that you wasn't going to do what they wanted you to do, and then there goes all the help. So now you see that this person was faking it the whole time. They were only helping you to use you. They weren't helping you to help you out the spirit of good, out the spirit of love, out the spirit of kindness. Love is kind, love is patient, love is true. Love doesn't try to control you. Love doesn't try to control you. Love doesn't try to make you do what they want. Somebody ain't with my program, cool. You just gotta go. If you're with my program, cool, you can stay. But if you're not with my program, you have to go. There's somebody else for you. There's somebody else for me. Nobody has to make anybody do anything. Nobody gotta control anybody. But you can't make somebody do what you want them to just because you're helping them. That's vile. That's fake, and that's not good. That's not good to do that to people. You're trying to control somebody and trap them. How dare you for trying to trap somebody in need that needed help? They didn't need to be trapped. They needed help. You were supposed to help that person and get your blessing from God, and that was it. You wasn't supposed to help that person to try to control them and make them do what you want them to do, and force your life onto them, and force them into your life, and force you into their life. That's not right. So, don't let people do this to you, y'all. They're going to try to zap you of your energy. They're going to come into your life and play like they're chosen. They're going to come into your life and act like they're chosen. And then they're going to try to make themselves and their life better than you. They're going to try to make you focus on their life more than you focus on your own. They're going to try to make their life more important to you than your life is to you. And nobody's life is more important to you than your own. I know I'm right. Okay, I don't even got to ask. I know I'm right. So don't allow people to do that to you. When you have a good heart, keep praying and know that God is going to keep sending the right people in your life. That the wrong people come into your life for a test for them and you, because God wants to see how you're going to do it. Are you going to take advantage of this person? Or are you going to be honest, or are you going to be true? All right. And once you see people are trying to force you into something that you don't like, you have to be honest and you have to be true about it. Especially if you've been telling them the whole entire time. Especially if you've been keeping it real the whole entire time. All right. You got to be like, yo, you know what? This isn't for me. I like all the help in the world. It's not worth it. You can't make people do what you want. All the help in the world is not worth it. Somebody will go broke. Somebody will go in a homeless shelter. Somebody will go hungry. Somebody will starve. All right, somebody will starve before they take help from somebody that is annoying them and aggravating them and agitating them and constantly trying to get on their nerves and force you into do something. That's annoying, and nobody wants to do that. Nobody's going to do that. You can't make nobody do that. No matter all the help in the world is not going to make somebody do what you want them to do. When a person tells you what they don't want, when a person tells you what they do want, you have to listen, and you can't make them choose in between. You can't make somebody stop what they're doing and choose what you want them to choose just because they need help. They're in a time of need. How dare you? Come to somebody like pray. Like that's like a lion preying on a alligator or preying on a zebra. You see a zebra limping, and I don't want to see no Libra zimping. All right, when you see a zebra limping, and it's like the lion's looking at the limping zebra like, food. That's how these narcissists look at you when you're in a time of need. They're like, a good person. Check. They're in a time of need. Check. No family, nobody else? Check. Fresh out of an abusive situationship? Check. They try to come into your life like saving grace, but they really come into your life to try to destroy it.